All right, come on. Hop up. There you go. Sit. This is gonna be the first video out of many videos for the channel, and I thought about the name for a while and I couldn't really think of anything like profound. And with me being like a huge Sons of Anarchy fan,
You gotta be kidding me.
You think I'm kidding?
I just figured, you know, tying Outlaw into the name would be pretty cool. So welcome to the channel, Overlanding Outlaw. And on this channel, I'm gonna be kind of just documenting my journey through the build of the Pathfinder, overlanding, different things like that, camping, going on trails, hiking, and just going to different national forests and stuff like that. So if you guys like that type of content, go ahead and smash the subscribe button, give me a like, comment below what you want to see next, and let's get right into it. So today I'm going to be going to the Pedal Trails. There's some nice little routes back in there just for going and exploring and setting up camp and just kind of hanging out and enjoying the day. I prefer like this type of weather for camping, overcast, maybe raining a little bit, and fall is definitely here. So I want to get a head start on it. This will be the first video on this channel. And so today the journey is just to go hang out with my dog Maverick and maybe catch a fish or two and just ride through some trails, maybe make a meal. But other than that, ready to hit the road. I'm gonna organize a little bit, get this thing more situated, and then we'll head to the trails. So see you guys there. All right, so right now, this thing is just kind of like basic. I got a little blanket here for Maverick. He does pretty well sitting in the back, but I do want to get some MOLLE pouches for here and for the top, and maybe like a heavy duty MOLLE rack here and some panels for the side windows. For now, it's just a basic kind of overlanding rig. I do have a lot of plans for it in the future. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna do a little organizing, and then we're gonna head out. Maverick, he is itching to go on the trails because he just had his bath and he's inside a lot from me working and stuff. So we're gonna go have some fun, buddy. All right, lay down. All right, so I'm bringing, obviously, ammo, can't be without that. Some crackers, some little, you know, smoked sausages. Those things are always awesome. Been eating those since I was a kid. Just want to organize this a little better. We have rags, you know, hammocks, rags, ropes, fire starters, bug spray, and then I have a really nice army cot here that I picked up. It's really good. And then we have the Bug Out EDC bag, and my dad actually gifted me with this knife a few weeks ago and this army holster here. So got some pretty good stuff in this bag, and then we got a little rod here for fishing. So not really sure what all we're gonna do today. I'm looking to just drive around, look at the trails, and hang out with Maverick, but we shall see when we get there. All right, got the directions plugged in to the spot. I found these trails about a month ago, and a friend of mine that I met out there showed them to me. And it's funny because I was looking at the GPS and looking at the maps and stuff, trying to figure out good trails, decent vehicle trails around here in Petal and Hattiesburg and stuff. I found a good few in DeSoto National Forest the past couple weeks as well. But I met a guy out there, and I found it on Facebook because on Hattiesburg Connect, I put a little, you know, ISO out in search of, like, you know, camping spots, overlanding spots, and trails. And then like 5 minutes later, Maverick, chill out, dude. Get back there now, dude. Come on, bro. Get back there. You know better than that. Hey, Maverick, back seat, dude. Back seat. All right, now that we are back from our awesome commercial break, my dog saw a cat and he just, and I just picked up this Pathfinder, and now the seat is scratched, which is fine. I'll get over it. I'm gonna have to buff it out a little bit, because you know when you get a new vehicle at first you're like, gotta keep it pristine. But I'm obviously gonna be doing a lot of overlanding and camping and stuff, and it is kind of raining and sprinkling today, and it is a 2-wheel drive. This is the Pathfinder 2001 Nissan Pathfinder SE. It's not the R50, so it is just 2-wheel drive, no div locks or nothing like that. I want to maybe put a transfer case in later, but for now I got to be very careful on what kind of trails I go on and stuff, because especially with it raining like this, it can be sketchy. But the trails over here in Petal at the sand pits, they're pretty mild, and you just want to be careful not going into thick, deep sand. I can probably get down the gravel paths and the pine straw paths, but I still have to be very, very weary with what tires and wheels I have on here right now. Hopefully in the future we'll, you know, lift it up maybe 3 inches, put some different tires and wheels on it, and update it with that transfer case to do 4-wheel drive. But for now, it is a wonderful rig for just kind of going and relaxing and going down moderate paths, and just taking my dog and kind of going out and riding. So this is actually the first, I guess I'll call it, maiden voyage of the Pathfinder here. I haven't named her yet. I know you got to name your rig and stuff, because I'm very new to overlanding and all that kind of stuff. I've been camping a long time, hiking, trailing, stuff like that, but haven't had my own rig to kind of enjoy camping and overlanding and things like that the way that I want to. And I've wanted to make a YouTube channel for a really long time about doing this kind of thing, and I'm finally able to do that. So can't wait to make more videos, more content, and go to different places as the channel progresses, and just go see different things in different parts of the country. I want to go to so many different places, but you got to start in your homeland first, right? Oh gosh, that's a bump. Anyways, guys, enough talking for right now. I will see you at the spot. Just gonna kind of drive, relax, and listen to the music.
Why would you pay for this apart?
All right, we just got here. Just pulled up to the spot. I hadn't been here in a couple weeks because we've been going over to DeSoto. There's a lot of good trails in DeSoto, and they're really moderate over there. You don't got to really worry about getting stuck over there in the National Forest. You can if you go down like the wrong paths, but here it's super moderate. I'll turn the camera around in a second and show you guys. I can't wait for it to be a little bit colder, and I want to come back on a day that's you know, no rain or anything. I don't mind camping or trailing when it's overcast like this and stuff, but obviously I want it to be a little better conditions. Okay, I think we're gonna go this way. This is the way I usually go, and we'll see if we see anybody out here today. And the guy that I met out here, his name, I believe it's Michael Woodard or Woodward. He's the one that I first met out here and kind of showed me all this, which is really cool. So Michael, if you're watching, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you showing me these trails. I come out here a lot and just kind of relax. Good way to just, you know, come out in nature and get away from it all. And I might still, you know, have my phone and I'm out here and I'm vlogging and stuff and making content, but it's still peaceful in nature. All right, these are kind of muddy right here. So I don't know if I can make it through it, but we're sure gonna try. It's not like terribly muddy. See, this is the kind of moderate stuff I can handle. I mean, it's just very like moderate slush as far as the mud's concerned, and these little trails. I'm gonna turn the camera so I can show you. I got the camera kind of set up right now on the seat, but I'm pretty sure if I get stopped here, I can situate it to turn it around, show y'all some stuff. All right, I just decided to take the camera off of the tripod because that junk was not working how I wanted it to. So this is the trail here. Like I said, very moderate. Got this little turn here. Got to go in between these trees. See, here's where it gets weird, because I don't know how much the rain is still sitting on these trails, but you can catch some pretty sloppy spots right here if you're not careful. See, I want to be able to go through that stuff over there. Well, we got to get our traction right first. Yes, sir. So we're going to keep trucking straight ahead. All right. This is kind of sloppy here, so we're going to try to just run through it like that. All right, we just made it through some pretty thick stuff, I ain't gonna lie. But now we're out here in the open, and there's a spot over here that I came to last time, which is really good for just hanging out and relaxing, and nice big open area. So we're gonna try to head over to that. A lot of this stuff over here is way too soft for my Pathfinder to handle. I'm gonna try to make my way around to it. All right. We have arrived. All right, yep, so all this stuff over here, this is kind of what I'm hoping to be able to tread through once I get my stuff right on the rig here. But until then, you know, we're just gonna kind of enjoy the view from here. If it wasn't so rainy and overcast today, I would definitely, you know, be trying to set up camp, make a fire or something. But that's about to get heavy. No, get back. No, that's not how we do things. All right, guys. Maverick is, he's still learning how to dog and stuff. So, yeah. And I just gave him a bath, and it is so hard for me to let him out right now, but that's okay, because I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna let you out, okay? But you have to follow the rules. If I let you out of the vehicle, you have to stay like within the vicinity of where we are. You can't be like just going 100 miles away, dude. And then I gotta clean you again when we get back to the house. That's okay. Come on, bro. Part of it. Anyways, so we just got to the spot. It's not the spot that I wanted to be at, but I think if I go to where I want to be, there's just too much of a hazard, and me not having recovery gear to go back there right now. All these roads and trails are very manageable for what I have, and I think it's going to be okay here, but we might go try the other spot if I think I can get back there, because I thought it was going to pour down rain, and right now it's just very like light drizzle, very, very light drizzle. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and organize the back here like I was gonna do earlier, and after I do that, then we'll probably maybe eat, cook something up, or head to other spots. So for now, I'm just gonna organize this and get things where they should be. So let's get into it. All right, so we have all this organized now, looking good. I just got to put the pillow in my camera gear, you know, probably right here, because that's Maverick's spot over there. But the goal is to kind of have this modular. A lot of people, they make, you know, a stationary thing that stays in their rig, and I kind of want to have something that I can customize when I want to. The only thing that I'm going to have that is permanent is probably some MOLLE panels for this window, and then a metal MOLLE rack for up here, and then some Velcro patches for the back of the seats there, and then a divider for Maverick's area. And then for when Juno gets here, you know, I have to raise one of those seats up to have her car seat there, and then that side would be for Maverick. So other than that, I kind of want to make a slide out kitchen, or maybe a portable kitchen that I make into a cooler, and then have some stuff here that kind of slides out. And then when I get my jerry can holder and extra tire holder, that's going to mount to here, swing out, and that's going to have like a little kitchen area here with a board on it. So for now, it's pretty modular. Just put stuff in there and take it out as I need it. but I think she's gonna do good. And this is the first trip, so not doing too bad. Maverick's over there kind of just exploring, doing what he does. He's a lab pit mix, so his nose is always on the go. All right, guys, so I did want to go through and talk about the bug out bag slash, EDC carry bag. I've had this bag for a long time. I believe I got this from Academy or Walmart. It's just a standard little army bag, but I want to talk about this piece real quick. This is a knife and a leather sheath that my dad gave me about 5 years ago. He made this sheath himself, and just a typical little knife here. And I've had this for a while. I've used it for a lot of things when I used to work on the shipyards and paper mills. So this is just a cool little carry I like to have as a tool. And the next thing is going to be these cable ties. These are the Allen Army Green cable ties, 8-inch. It's a 50 count. I just like to keep these in my bag for so many different things, whether it's something goes wrong here. I need to use it actually to fix some stuff over here on the Pathfinder door frame here. But these just go a long way. They come in handy for so many different uses. Also, pretty sure a lot of people carry these. These are just these little tie down straps, hyper tough tie down straps, 20 pack. You can get them for like 10 bucks. So many different uses. I have them tied down a lot here on the bag for different things. And then we got your cordage. Cordage always comes in handy for tons of different stuff. Whatever you want to do with this, whether it's holding up your tarp or just cinching something down, that's always good to have. And then around this bag, I have carabiners holding different things down, probably about 10 or 12 carabiners. And then we have this army holster here. Another thing my dad gifted me with, which was really cool. This is a standard U.S. Army issued holster, really nice. And then this knife here, he also gave me with the genuine leather handle, really good full tang knife there with a great leather holster. And then on the inside, snacks. You cannot go wrong with snacks. And then we have a little med bag here with just whatever in it. I mean, I have everything from pliers to Sharpies to chargers to mics to flashlights to another carabiner. I mean, just band-aids, and I do need to get another first aid kit. I used the other one last year. And then we have some more cordage at the bottom here. I do plan on putting a couple more things in here, like this, put that in there, throw that in there. I just like to keep on-the-go food in here for, you never know, when you're gonna be in a bind or you're out camping and you just need something quick. I do like to catch what I cook and eat that, but for the meantime, I have those. So that's it for the bag. That's really everything I have in there. I mean, we have this top part here that I forgot about, so I keep a little finger splint in there, fishing line for holding your fish after you catch them, little survival bracelet, and another knife that my dad gave me that he had for about 20 years, so that's pretty good there. That's it for the top part, and I think there's one more compartment in here. It's back here. I kind of got it hidden away. Keep your survival knife and forks in there, just kind of a little plastic knife. I got some lights in here and some Sharpies and some other stuff, and nothing really too important, mainly flashlights. And then on this side, we just have one more knife. This is a pretty good one that I got for $10. This is a Smith & Wesson. Really, really good build. I've used this thing for so much, from carving different rods to put in that ground, from just making arrows to whatever you need a knife for. I mainly just carve stuff and whittle wood, but really, really good knife there. Obviously, we have our hand sanitizer. But that is the EDC bag, guys. I do need to get a bigger bag because that's a tight little cinch there. I want to put more stuff in it. And then ammo, obviously, for the pew-pews. And last but not least, to go along with the ammo, you gotta have your pew-pew. Can't forget that. And then we have a really nice leather conceal holster here. Picked that up at a local store. That's really nice. This is the M&P Shield 9mm, very reliable, very good for concealing, and it fits really nice in the Army issued holster here if I want to carry it on my pack. And this just releases, goes in there like that. Then you're fully ready to go. I like keeping it in the concealment holster though, because you can never be too cautious in today's world. Extra mag, so that's the pack. At the end of the day, I just want to I want to make videos about what I love, which is bushcrafting, camping, overlanding, and just survival. That's how I was raised. You know, a lot of my family was in the military, and my grandfather, he was in 82nd Airborne, I believe, in the Air Force. And then my dad was a Marine, and then my cousin's stationed right now. And I think that's one of the biggest regrets I have, is not going in the service. But I am glad that I have the family that I have had to teach me certain things. And then, you know, I have 2 sons now, daughter on the way, and 2 other girls. But it is so bizarre to see where today's world's just going, and the shift of the economy and politics, and just how crazy it is, how offended most people get nowadays just because somebody wants to live a certain way. I don't care what you do. Live your life, do your thing, be who you want to be. Just don't make it about me and the whole world, you know? And that's another conversation for another day. The news that I just want to spread, and the message I want to spread, and the, you know, energy that I want to give off from my videos and my music and whatever I do is just love people, be vigilant, be aware, be cognizant of your surroundings. Try not to, you know, just fall in the trap of all this crap that the media is spreading out here. And the reason I wanted to make this channel, I mean, I've wanted to make it for such a long time, but it's just to kind of give people, I guess, an outlet, because I watch so many different overlanders or campers or survivors or bushcrafters, and I look forward to their videos because they're doing something that I hope to do, which now I'm releasing this first video because it's something I've wanted to do for so long, but now I have the capability to do that. And so if you're an overlander or a camper or a survivalist or a prepper, if you want to call it that, or just somebody who just wants to be outside and away from all the nonsense that's going on in today's world, definitely give me a follow, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. And I just want to entertain, you know, make people laugh sometimes, and just kind of come out here, and hopefully you want to come along the journey with me and see different parts of the world, and just enjoy nature and outdoors and all that cool stuff. And if you do like that kind of content, I really appreciate you for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, really appreciate that. You know, it takes a lot of people, a lot of brain power to stay for more than 3 seconds nowadays on a video. So if you are new to the channel and you like the content, it would mean a great deal to me if you stuck around for the next video and the videos to come. And comment below where you're from. Maybe we can do a meetup one day if this channel is able to grow into a community that I hope it will. And I don't care about making any money from this. I don't care about becoming like some big name. I just want to build a community and meet other people who have the same values and interests and ideas of life as me, you know, and that's community, and building a network of people who just aren't about what half the world's about, which is just money and greed and envy and just being on their devices all the time. And that's coming from someone who loves video games and being on their computer a lot. And that's why I'm trying to do this and get out here and just not be so consumed with this microwave society and technological era of advanced AI robots. I mean, I love it, but at the same time, if all this crashes, this is what we have. Each other, community, nature, God, and guns. That's a good part of it. But thank you guys for watching. Till next time, keep on being awesome. Peace. This dude does not know how to eat food. Let's try and get out of here in one piece, all right? Something fell. Ooh, this is where it gets sketchy. This is some soft stuff right here. This is where we exit. Just kind of crawl through this little tight spot. We are back from the little trailing rain adventure today. Pretty cool. Other than Maverick jumping on the front seat and marking it up. I don't know if I'm gonna have to wash her off because I went through some water on the way here. I always like to wash the wheels off, you know, underneath when I first come back from just any excess dirt or anything getting up in there. Like, I just don't like that any excess dirt or anything getting up under the wheel wells or the brakes or any of that. That's just not good to have that sitting on there for long periods of time. And this is a 2001 Nissan Pathfinder that is in pristine condition. It had like 2 owners. They always maintained it very, very well. And it's probably never seen anything like I'm doing to it, so I just want to make sure I take care of it. Come on. Just a little rinsing. Just a little quick rinse-a-rooney. Maverick's like the neighborhood dog, and he likes to go down here. Maverick! You know, he just goes down to that house right there, plays with his little friend. Come on, dude.